I'm feeling good. I would say I had maybe 1 or 2 days where I felt symptoms, and even then, it wasn't too bad. I had a cough and a little bit of shortness of breath, but now I would say I feel good. I feel normal. Still can't work out. I gotta wait until I could have went and got retested this week. I just decided. I mean, it won't hurt just to wait another week and just give myself more time to rest up. But I feel good. I got corona and really didn't affect me much. But you know, a lot of people have kids. You know, they may have kids with asthma. They may have newborn babies. Their parents or grandparents may live with them, and that we have to find a way just to make sure that the players and their families, and the coaches also and their families, aren't put at risk. I do hope that we have a season, but I mean, it just has to be. It has to be right. It has to. We got to put the health of the players and the coaches and the support staff first. I mean, I think that's important.
Ezekiel Elliott on Twitch yesterday with his thoughts on his own experience with COVID-19. And look, it sounds like it was mild, but to the extent that a professional athlete can't work out, that tells you it's not just mild. If it knocks you out of your workout routine, unless you're looking for an excuse to get out of your workout routine, which I am very good at, but if it results in the doctor saying you can't work out, that tells you it's not just some minor little bug. Like if you get the cold or the flu, you're knocked out of your workout routine for a day or two, or you push through it. Something like this, if you're looking at a week or two of not exercising, it's not some minor thing. And he's right about they need to have a plan and they need to be thinking about, and the players and coaches need to be thinking about their own situations, Chris, because even though the players, for the most part, aren't going to be at risk of a serious outcome, older coaches with pre-existing conditions, coaches who have had cancer, coaches who may have diabetes, whatever the case may be, and the people you live with, as Zeke said. You may live with your grandparents. You may have a young child that has asthma. You may have people around you that if this virus gets into their bodies, they are not going to just have a mild case of it. So these are all things that need to be taken into account. And that's why I've said all along, and I hope they can get to this point, and I hope that testing is the thing that bridges this gap and helps football to happen. I've said you need to have basically an airlock on the front door to the facility, and everyone who shows up goes in there one at a time, gets tested. The result comes back in 5 minutes. If you're negative, you're allowed in. If you're positive, you get pulled into the quarantine protocol. And on the way out, right, in the event that somehow, some way you got infected while you were in the facility for 12 days getting ready for the next game, you get tested again because they don't, or at least they shouldn't want to set loose onto the community, whether it's the player's house or anywhere else they may go, somebody who's positive. Constant monitoring. 2 tests a day, every day you show up for work. 1 on the way in, 1 on the way out. I think that's the only way to do it responsibly. And that's where the NFLPA has been on this. Whatever we do cannot put an unfair and undue impact and burden on the community. And, when you look at what Zeke had to say, you read between the lines and you piece it all together, it is going to be an undue impact on the community unless you're making damn sure that you're not sending guys home who may be positive.
Well, I mean, as you know, and we're around a lot of players, players are good people. I mean, 99% of the players in the NFL are caring people. They're guys that have come from not a lot. They realize they've been fortunate. They want to give back. These are Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, I don't think he's worried about himself. Like you said, he's thinking about teammates, family, things like that. So that just shows you where his brain is at. So, Mike, there is so many things. First off, you're right. It is serious. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's serious when the doctor tells you got bronchitis. You can't work out or do anything, or it can become pneumonia if you push through it. Well, with COVID-19, sorry, I don't know what happened with my phone there. With COVID-19, I mean, you try to work out with that, you might end up dead. I mean, forget pneumonia. So, yes, it is more serious. But, the other thing too, Mike, will the NFL do something with maybe coaches or other front office people who have maybe the health issues that you're talking about, right? like maybe the NFL needs to do, like, listen, if you have an offensive line coach who has asthma problems, or maybe like you're saying has fought off cancer not long ago in the history of their life or whatever, maybe we don't let those people in the building this year. Maybe we don't even risk that. Maybe that's the smart thing to do. And yes, you have to hire some assistant to be a guy that can be there in person, but maybe that coach has to coach from home in the meetings and Zoom in the Zoom fashion or whatever it may be.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.